Wow. Hello, everyone. Greetings, greetings, greetings. I hope you can hear me right. Yeah. Welcome to this live stream. And as usual, it's your lady. As you all know, my name is Adiola Tekoja. And I want to welcome you to this special live broadcast. Yeah. And it's a pleasure. And I'm excited and delighted to be part of your journey as your content strategist that is helping you in such a way that you can connect the dots to a better purpose in life. I want to sincerely appreciate the fact that you were all able to join me this live broadcast, because I believe that every one of us will have something special, and together we can unlock that thing. All right. So I want to believe that every reason why we are here, this is definitely going to be fulfilled. Just give me one chance to quickly get this. All right. Okay. One more. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, I'm trying to see. Okay. All right. I'm not seeing the flash button that I needed. Yeah. Okay. I guess I'm. Yeah. Let me know if you can see me and if you can hear me properly live. I want to be sure that everybody on it is able to get clear. Yeah. Thank you very much for joining. I appreciate you all. And the reason why I'm taking my time to just come to you this way is because I want to believe that our coming together is not coincidental, and there's something that is going to be born out of today's today's experience, and we are all going to have what it takes to get the best out of this. And I just want to quickly get started off. I believe we are all going to have a wonderful session, and I want to say thank you. Thank you, dear everyone. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you. God bless you. So, as you all know, on this channel, it's a personal development channel, and everything that you can bet you get on this channel has to do with everything that will help you become your best, that help you to live the life that you've always desired, and that will always keep you in tune. Yeah. So this is the promise that you will always have everything you need on your journey towards your personal development and how you can become the best version of yourself if you choose to live according to tenet of what you've always been taught. It's always a very wonderful time when we all come together and believe in the power of what we believe we can achieve together as a people, you know? And that is why it gives me joy, utmost joy and gladness to welcome you to this special broadcast. Some of the things that has been so dear into my heart since the beginning of this year is that I believe that everybody that is on this call will have what it takes to be the best version of ourselves and to make our life better. And especially as we're just starting, as we're just starting um or this year, we are just 9 days into the year, and it's a lot of great deal that can happen in our midst. And I don't want anybody at this time to allow anything to stop you from being the best of whom God has made you to be. And if there's anything that has happened to me in this year that I'm going to be encouraging you with, that is the title of what I've just call this video, which is the miracle of you believing in the power of your potential. That it's regardless of how the year ended, this is a new year. And it holds on itself a greater deal of progress, of success, of anything you can dare imagine once you can think about it. I want to give you a scenario for you to begin to look at as I'm talking to you now. Everything you have in your room, everything you have, you can see, or in your house, either in your living room, either in your bedroom, either in your office space, or even if you are in the outside space and you can look up to the sky, everything you can behold is a resultant effect of something that somebody conceived internally in his thoughts. I want you to ponder on that for a while. So the miracle of what you and I are is resultantly rejoicing over as what we tend to be life is a function of an idea, of a thought that come into the heart, in the mind of somebody who believes in the power that this idea that just sank through my brain can become something. And so look at the clothes I'm wearing now. If you can see this cloth, somebody conceived the idea that I can combine materials that can form this beautiful stuff that you're seeing. Do you understand? And this is where I want it to really sink in for every one of us, that as young as the year is, you can design, you can conceive, you can bring to pass a thought, an idea that can set you free on a path on where you can do what? You can conceive and give birth to whatever you desire to give birth to. When you see the chair you are sitting on in your office or in your house, it is a resultant effect of somebody that decided to not give up on his own thought and put in action to it. That is what I want to let you know. And so until you and I make up our mind to begin to believe that we are capable and that we have what it takes to make a whole lot of difference in what we do, that is when we begin to experience the life that we want to see. So I think I'm able to go on at this place and just to clarify something, that every one of us will always have something that we can be proud of. And whatever it is that you are proud of now is the fact that you began this year on a clean slate. And that clean slate, there is nothing that can tarnish it if you choose to believe in the miracle of the power that is inside of you to dream and to conceive, to imagine. And it is called the power of your imagination. And how do I mean? That everything that you witnessed last year that is not palatable was all because of the routine that you kept. And that you can rewrite, you can change that narrative by dreaming again. And because of what is possible, and because of what I have experienced, I want to encourage you by telling you that the secret of the better you, of that version of you that you want to see, of that beautiful future, of that beautiful picture, of that glorious destiny that you have been desire of, is in you unlocking the power of your momentum in your simple day-to-day activities. So let's bring it further, because I want you to see that you and I, based on what I have made up my mind to do, you are going to see that everything you want to see in your life is already in you. You just need something. And that is the power of momentum I'm talking about. And when you look at your life and you see that certain things are not adding up, you first want to sit down and have a written. What is that thing that I don't want to see in my life? Make a list. What are those things that I don't want to see in my life? And you don't want it to continue. When you make that list, the next thing you want to do is to do what? To make up your mind to give it a quit notice. And when I said quit notice, I want you to see it this way, that when you are serving something a quit notice, what I am saying in essence is that I want to put a stop to this version of me because it did not serve me any further. It did not serve me as I want you to. Look at your spiritual life. I want you to look at your financial life. I want you to look at your career life. I want you to look at your business, family life, relationship. Look at everything that you don't really like. What are those things that you can paint and trace to being the reason why this thing have remained unchanged? When you can be honestly truth to telling yourself the truth about why your situation or about why your circumstance have refused to change, then you are already on your way to making a mark and to changing the narrative of what is going to be the way your life is going to come off. I want to share three basic truths for us. And that is one of the things that I've learned recently from one of my mentors. I don't know how many of you follow Bishop Way Malcolm. He's one of the mentors that have helped me produce the shift that I am witnessing in my life now. And in one of the classes that I had with him, he told us these three profound truths I'm going to be sharing with you. He said, when you think about success, success is not just an outcome. Success is not just something that just happened to you. It is your platform. He says it is a platform. And I'm going to be sharing those three things that he shared with us. That when you redefine success, it is not something that just happened. It is a platform that gives you opportunity to be seen. I want to read one of the two he said. When you look at Joseph, let's look at the life of Joseph in the Bible. When Joseph was successful, will you time Joseph to be just successful by just, now becoming Pharaoh's second hand in command? Or you want to see him successful because he is now in charge of Egypt? Do you know that when you want to actually define the success that Joseph had, it is in line with him becoming the savior through which all his brethren, his father, and all his 11 brethren were eventually delivered from slavery, from hunger, from wretchedness. So when you and I want to understand the concept of what success is, it goes beyond our being comfortable of the level of success. And I have my car, and I have my dream job, and I have my children, I have everything going right for me. No. It is when some people, after you have become successful, can begin to see beyond your success and they are able to be saved. That is the true level of success that I'm talking about. And that is the one I'm going to define for you today. And if you look at it critically, you will be able to define it. Look at the life of Esther. At what point will you say Esther is successful? Look at it very well. You remember the story right in the Bible? You know, when Esther became the queen, or when she went for the beauty pageants and what have you, and Esther was decorated as the queen, will you term her as successful? In the eyes of the world, in the way the world defines success, yes, you can say Esther is successful because she became the pageant and she became the number one out of all the people that did what? That came out for that episode. But can I shock you that Esther, in the sight of God and in the sight of the prophetic destiny that God produced out of his life, the only way Esther was successful was the fact that Esther became the savior. Esther became the anchor. Esther became the person that was able to deliver the rest of all the Jews that were living in Shushan at that point in time. Do you remember that story? How it ended? That they had already gotten a decree that was meant to go and destroy everybody that is from the Jew. Every Jewish person that is in Shushan that time. All of them were going to be wiped off. And so that is why I want you to see why I'm talking like this, that in terms of success, the only way we can claim and we can crown Esther to be successful is because Esther eventually became the saving grace of the entire clan, of the entire tribe, and the entire tribe of the Jews. Because It was in our decision saying, if I perish, I perish, that the people should just fast for her. And lo and behold, they fasted for her and they all waited. And before we know it, Esther came out. Esther came out. And in that victory, everybody that belonged to that tribe was saved. So we have been able to see the contrast, two ways of which the eyes through which we can define success. That you and I can decide to define success as what? As just being okay, level of comfort where my needs are being met and I'm comfortable, I'm okay. But to the eyes of the world, that is the best definition they can give to success. But to you and I that knows better now, based on this truth, we will begin to appreciate the fact that until our world gets better because of us, then we can begin to claim we are successful. And where am I going with this? Esther's life was able to bring about the deliverance of his entire clan. And that is the real success. And if you and I are looking and you just want to have an idea of what this definition is, I want you to, from today, begin to decide and make that decision that you are no longer going to allow your success to be defined based only on your own level of comfort, but you are going to begin to define your success based on how your life is able to affect the life of others and they are being successful. That when they look at you, when my children look at me, what kind of statement do I want to give? They want to see a woman, a mother who is sacrificial, who has spent her life modeling an example of what success means and how they also can bring about the success in their sphere of influence. And I'm believing that success is possible. So 3 things that we are going to be defining, and the miracle of believing in your own potential, and which is a function of you believing in yourself and believing that you have already inside of you everything that takes for you to be successful. So if that is the case, and if you believe in what I've just shared, I want you to know that every day you must make up your mind to begin to put up habits that will help you to live the life you want to live. And in this time around, I want you to just look at your life as, okay, what can I give? What are those things I can do that can help me to redefine success in a light that God will be pleased with me? So look at what I want to share next. 3 things that your success will inevitably talk about. The first thing is your success in life is a statement. And when I mean your success in life is a statement, how do I mean? I want my own life. Look at the life of Esther. There is no how anybody in the entire clan of Shushan and even among the Jews will forget Esther. Why? Because Esther's life and her success became a statement of deliverance to everybody. So when people want to define Esther now, they cannot just say, oh, Esther, she's the beautiful queen. And in the year 20 so, Esther became the queen and she was robed and she was given a beautiful apparel and she became the number XX queen of king. You know, that would have been a disaster. But I want you to see that for everyone that existed in that time, in that space, when that event happened, they will remember Esther as, they will define Esther as the savior, as the person whom God used to deliver the entire. So our life, our success is now becoming a statement through which every other lives were being saved and being delivered. And this is where I want you to see yourself. And I want God to help every one of us to begin to see our life and our success as a statement to our children, to our family, to our colleague, so that when they grow up, they can begin to choose that path, that our diligence, that our life, our creativity, and everything that we have been able to distill it and use it as a tool through which others can appreciate that we came. So we are looking at our life and our success to be making a statement around us. That look at the story in the book of, I think, Luke. Bible says, John, when they ask, who is John? He says, John the Baptist says, I am the voice of the one crying in the wilderness, saying, what of? clear of the way, make straight the path, and leave away your sinful path. He is a voice. In this generation, it was a voice, it was a conscience of reason that was calling people back to salvation. I want you to look at yourself like that. That how will you want your life to end? That God will make your life indeed a statement to your world and to everyone around you. That in your own time, people serve God. In your own time, people's lives were redeemed from death, from slavery, from death. I want you to imagine you being successfully rich, and you understand that the purpose of your riches, the reason why God is committing this money into your hand, is because there are lives that you are supposed to support with these riches. And if you have successfully do that, then there's a lot of people that will begin to propagate your life and your name that will take you beyond just existing to becoming significance. And that is the second point I want to talk about. That your success is becoming a significance. That beyond just being successful, you are becoming significance. And the reason why you are significant is people can point at that the reason why they are alive, they are living, they are able to go to school, they're able to serve, they're able to eat, they're able to survive, they're able to pay their rent, they're able to even send their children to schools, is because of you. A lot of people are rich, they are wealthy, they are well-to-do, but they are not living a significant life. Their life is not adding up to anything that can make meaning to other people. And that is why I want to challenge you that you should begin to see success beyond yourself, beyond your own comfort alone, beyond you being alone, and beyond you being just okay. And you are seeing success beyond yourself. And you're able to begin to see how you are able to significantly affect others' life because of the blessings of God in your own life. That is huge. And I pray you have understanding about what I'm sharing. The next bit I want to share, and which is the most endearing part of this, how you see success, is seeing success. And beyond success is succession. How do I mean? Anybody that claims to be successful and does not have a succession plan is a failure. It's a failure. So there is no how God's blessing in your life can only be for you. It is for a generation. It is for a generation unborn. It is for people that are even going to come long after you're gone. Look at Jesus. He's dying on the cross. He said he is going to prepare. Before he died, he said, where I am now, you cannot be. He said, but I am going to prepare a place for you so that when I am gone, where I am, you can also be. How many people can say that the reason why they survive, where they are existing, the reason why they're able to go to school, it was because you prepared that place. You made it possible. It was because you became the pillar, because you became the bridge, it was because you became the pathway and the platform upon which they were able to cross. The story I was sharing with you was because Jesus Christ, when he died, he went underneath the grass, he died, he resurrected. And when he resurrected, you know what? The Bible says he made us, according to that death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus, we have been made to become co-laborer, equal partaker of that space. And that is why you say we are made to sit. We have been all made to sit with Christ in heavenly places. In that space, we became co-heirs. We became co-partners. We became friends. He made us to be able to have access to everything he has access to. That is why we cannot die now, and we can be sure of after the death, that death, ordinary death, cannot threaten us again, because we know there is life beyond this earth, and that death has been actually swallowed up in victory. And that victory is what gave you and I the opportunity to believe in him and to go for him. So I want to challenge you to see success as a pathway to your succession plan, and to begin to make plans, to begin to see what are those plans, what are those succession, what are those things you are putting in place that can help you to live beyond now, that can make your name to go far, and can make generation that does not meet you to begin to sing your praise and pray for you. A lot of people are dead. They are dead and they are buried inside the grave, but their life has no meaning, it has no significance, and there's no succession. There's nobody that can praise and thank them. And that is not going to be you. I believe that from now on, there are going to be a new way you're going to begin to design your life such that it's going to be having meaning, so that you will not begin to live empty and ordinary and only for yourself alone. Because lying inside of you is every great virtue that is going to position you to become that person that people cannot ignore, to become that person who has become a bridge through other life. We are becoming bridge and we are putting bridges so that others can pass and our life can become a statement. If there's anything you forget in this broadcast, what statement is your life making to the people around you? When people look at your life, when they look at your being successful, what statement is your success saying? Is it only to molest people around? Is it only to call people and to just make people just know that you have arrived, the arrival mentality? And we are in the forefront of those people that are making, without us, we are the who's, the who of who in the land. But beyond the who's of who's, how many lives, when they go to bed, they can wake up in the morning and can pray and thank God for the day you were conceived? This is a powerful stuff. And I'm going to be continuing this series. I don't know how long it's going to take us, but I just am prepared to go on a journey with you and every one of you that will get to watch the replay, that our life is so full of tremendous praise and blessings and miracle that we cannot afford to allow the world definition of success to blindfold our eyes or to make us have a myopic view of the true package of what success is meant to be. And I trust that every one of you that are going to watch this will begin to have a new definition and a new horizon and a new lens through which you can begin to view what success actually is. And you will begin to allow that to be the only way you are going to be defined and not about what you're able to amass around you, the cars, the houses, all those, what have you, that people lay claim of. But it will go beyond your comfort to the lives you are able to touch, to those foundations, to those little children that are dying through cancer, those little children that are unable to get to college, those little children in Africa that their life is being ravaged with poverty and lack and degradation. That you will begin to see yourself as that the reason why you came is because you have an answer to the problem that is ravaging your generation. So I want you to challenge yourself and look within your niche, look at your community, look within your career space, look within the hierarchy of success that you have climbed. Who are those people that are still at the bottom pit and that are struggling to rise? That only if somebody like you can show them the way and give them a helping hand and bring them along with you so that they also can begin to see your life as the person, as the thought leader, as the room, as the space through which they are able to thrive and have their being. Beloved, when you begin to adopt this lifestyle and this mindset, you are made for life. You have crossed over from those that are begin to live and adopt the mindset of an achiever and of a believer, of somebody that knows the meaning of what it takes to live. And when you have this, you are made for life. And when the time comes for you to go, death will just be a passage for you to continue the eternal life and the blissful life that was promised to God for everyone that believes in him. I can't stop loving you. Thank you very much for watching. And to those of you that were able to give it a like and join, I'm so grateful and appreciative for you. Thank you very much, Patricia. Thank you, Shaylin. Thank you, every one of you. I appreciate you. This time next week, I'm going to be coming live. It's going to be a regular phenomenon that I'm going to be seeing regularly on your screen. And I can't stop loving you. I look forward to having you in the next session. Please, if this blesses you, give this video a like and also kindly share. And leave a comment. What statement do you want your life to give? Now, when they say you are the voice of what? Are you the voice silencing the oppression that is happening in your generation? Are you the voice of hope? Are you the voice that is bringing people, connecting people back to their purpose? Are you the voice that is helping people to connect back to the strategies, to the pathway that will help them live the meaningful life they have been wishing they had gotten somebody that will show them. And I'll be inviting you as the time goes on that back then in Africa, and as a matter of a project that can help as many of you that are willing to support, that want to see how we can begin to empower young Nigerians with the necessary tools that will help them to begin to live their life away from looking for job seekers and becoming job producer, product designers, so that their life can become meaningful. I'm looking forward to joining you on this journey, and it's just started. If you're looking for accountability, you will get it here. You're looking for how to personally develop, you will get it here. Are you looking for momentum on how you can constantly continue to grow on that space and get rid of every battery read, all those way that drains you out of life? You will get it here on this channel. I look forward to seeing you same time next week. God bless you. And from here, it's bye. Thank you for watching. God bless you.